guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be chatting about how to manage your workday when you work from home. As freelance musicians, our office is literally our home. So if you're already graduated and you can't even go to your school for practice and stuff anymore, you're actually really tied to your home office. Also, a lot of musicians are not maybe naturally so organized. I'm one of them for sure. I am so unorganized. It's taking me a lot of effort to actually being able to manage myself, like being my own boss, having some kind of structure in my workday, because working from home is much more challenging than if you actually have an office where you go and you have like business hours, your work hours, and then you have free time. As a freelancer, you don't have that. You're constantly working and you have to be really super organized to manage your time. And this is something they don't really teach in music college, at least not in Finland. So I'm gonna be giving you 7 steps on how to create and manage your own working day. Number 1 is social media. Keep your social media accounts up to date. What should I post today? What kind of like gigs or stuff I have coming up this week that I should remind my followers of. When the times get busy, try to plan your social media posts kinda in advance. Whenever you're less busy, you can just like plan your stuff the night before or even just improvise on the spot. If your freelancing includes having a blog or a vlog, then try to outline and plan your blog and vlog posts as well. Number 2, the email. So this is a big one. For sure. Take a separate time in your schedule to go through your emails and messages in your other social media platforms. The email circus can actually take a good chunk out of your workday. Number 3 is practice. This might seem like really obvious for a musician, but in reality, it's one of those things that usually ends up being last on the priority list. Train technique. Keep your technique up to the standard. Work on projects that you are currently working on. Practice your gig repertoire. Also learn new songs. In general, being apart from your instrument for a long time is not really recommended in my opinion. Like, you have to keep your standard. Try really factor that in your daily routine. Number 4 is research. This is actually something we nearly do without having to even think about it. Keeping your eyes open, taking inspiration, getting inspired by different things, getting ideas for new projects, new songs, finding things that inspire you and make you excited. Maybe a musical project, a collaboration, an audition. Number 5 is create visual content. This kind of goes hand in hand with the social media, but also involves things as your website, posters, business cards, polishing your brand appearance in general. Number 6 is every musician's favorite: money and finances. So this is a big one for freelancers for sure. Again, a lot of creative people are just like not interested in the financial side. The shitty thing about freelancer life is always that the money flow is very irregular and sometimes very hard to predict as well. That alone creates extra challenge. So don't get upset or depressed if you feel like it's a little bit much. So keep an eye on your bills, like the ones that you have to pay. Invoicing your clients on time, so you don't have to be waiting around the payment for months. Trying to count and estimate your income flow for the next few months. Also trying to count and estimate your bills, and I promise you, if you do this regularly, you will actually feel much better. And last but not least, number 7, go out. If you're sitting at home alone for the entire day doing all of these things, like mad into sitting on the computer, practicing your instrument, I can at least say I feel a little bit crazy always after a day like that. So try and get out of the house. Even if you don't really have any errands, just get out, go to the shop, even just to get a cup of coffee, go to the post office, whatever, go for a walk. You need the fresh air and you need to get out of that office funk. So there you have it. 7 steps into planning your day as a freelance musician. I really hope this helps a lot of you. because I know from experience how hard it is when you struggle with planning your everyday life.